Hi everyone, welcome back and stay tuned for more videos coming up in anticipation of the World Chess Olympiad. Today's video is going to be very instructive for tactical players and in general if you like to attack in chess. And the main theme of today's game is going to be removing defender is how you win in chess, is how you checkmate in chess, is the #1 concept for attack in chess, removing defender. If you're solving puzzles on chess.com or Lichess, make sure to spot those type of puzzles, removing defender. They're also available in the custom puzzles section. So without a further ado, I would like to show one of my recent games, time control of which was 3 minutes. So it's a fast game against a very strong, well-known grandmaster from the United States. And his rated is 2850 on chess.com. He's very well known, very reputable, and it was a very interesting game to say the least. So anyways, I'm gonna skip the opening part because it's all of this can be found in the Masters Lichess database as well as in the chess base. This position has been played on many level, on almost on all levels. So it's an interesting setup for white, where black does play a6 in a preparation of attacking white's queen. So it's an interesting move. Okay, so the first critical moment in this game is exactly in this position, when black takes the knight. And here I would like you to pause the video because this particular video is also part of our educational series. So make sure to pause the video. It's white to play, and basically we have to decide if we are capturing the knight and letting the bishop to come back home to the king. So in this position, bishop kind of said, king, I'm sorry, I'm going on vacation, I'll be back. So would white capture the knight, a safer approach, or would white capture a bishop, which leads, try to predict what black's next move after that is going to be. So white is going to be down a pawn. And once again, both moves are good, but which approach would you choose? So make sure to pause the video, analyze the position, and let me know your decision, guys. Time is up. And if you said queen captures bishop, congratulations, you're truly an ambitious attacking player, and this is the move that I also decided to play. I took time to make this decision, but again, if we want to attack, we have to play more aggressive. We didn't want the bishop to come back, so black grabs the pawn, and after queen to e3, very important, active defending, double attack, going to h6, black of course retreats his knight nowhere but towards protecting the king, and this is where white starts his attack. So once again, 30 seconds, 10 seconds, pause the video. Very straightforward, not very difficult. White to move, let me guys know. And tap yourself on the shoulder if you saw queen h6. Good for you. This is the first move to start the attack in this position. And now we need to understand how could we maximize our attack. So would you capture the knight? Would that help us to increase the attack on the king? And if not, what else would we play? Once again, 30 seconds. So it's not a removing defender yet, but right now our job is to maximize our attack. White to play. And I hope you guys got it. Tap yourself on the shoulder if you got knight g5. This is where it starts to be dangerous for black. So black has only one knight protecting the checkmate, and this is where black has to be very careful. So nevertheless, black goes queen c7. White's next move is very interesting. Once again, how could we get to this knight, guys? So try to think of a move, try to think of an idea. You can't do it in one move, but if white takes this knight out, we know it's going to be a checkmate. So what could be a move with that idea? And I hope you guys got it. Tap yourself on the shoulder if you saw bishop b2. Absolutely correct. And now you have to prove the continuation of your attack from this move. So white to play again. We need to get to the knight to on f6 in order to checkmate. And the move is not very hard. And I hope you guys see the move. Make sure to pause the video. Take time in this position. But the move is f4. So this is where now black is officially in trouble. For example, if black decides to take the rook, do you guys see checkmate in 3 moves? Or in 3-4 moves, right? So what does white do here? We capture the knight, and then we capture the knight on f6, after which it will become impossible for black to defend the checkmate. Black has to move his rook away, but then there are multiple checkmates we can do right away. So once again, when you're attacking, it's very important to be asking yourself, in order to find good moves like this, bishop, pawn, right? So where do these moves come from? From which thinking process? How do we spot these type of moves? Once again, the theme is removing defender, but it's asking yourself, what stops my attack? What stops my attack? So 2 fundamental principles. We either increase our attack or to make it more powerful, or we ask ourselves who the defender is. So in this position, black plays a very good move, very good defensive move, and now black is reinforcing the knight again. Here white is already winning, but I want you to think of another way to continue the attack. I want you to find the continuation of white's attack here, and now I want you to capture the knight on d7, which is not easy, but if we were able to capture the defender of another defender, for sure we will checkmate. So make sure to pause the video again. This is going to be a very interesting move. The potential idea is to capture the knight on d7. How could we do it? And the black bishop right now looks like the black bishop is kind of deciding to capture the rook maybe. So what could white do? What could white do to get to this knight who is protecting the checkmate? I hope you guys got it, but listen, if you got it, you must be at least 2800 on puzzles. If not, you have to start doing those custom puzzles on chess.com, removing defender puzzles, with a rating range of around 2600 to 2800, because the move is bishop to g4. Now let's analyze this move. What does this move want to achieve? Now if next move we are capturing the knight, for example, if we are capturing the bishop, for example, now it's going to be okay, black played a very good move e6, but if black didn't play e6, and let's say he played something else, and we capture the bishop, now white would continue his attack because the black king got open. So in a way, this is also a defender of the black's king. If we capture the bishop and black king opens up, we can continue our attack, and it's going to be nearly impossible for black to defend. However, if the black bishop moved somewhere, then we can see, then I hope everybody can see white's idea, right? Okay, so if the black bishop captured the rook, we don't capture back. Do you guys see the continuation of white's attack? Not very difficult. So we're going to capture the knight, after which we're going to capture a second knight, and that is when we are finally getting to checkmate the black king on h7. So that is why removing defender is a very, very good thinking process during your attack. When you are attacking your opponent, you have to ask yourself 2 questions. Do I maximize my attack? And what that basically means is adding more pieces to your opponent king. So we have queen, knight, and bishop, but with just one more rook entering the attack, black cannot be defending, no matter how much defense he has, it's going to be hard. And if you feel that your attack has reached a certain level, like a boiling point already, because you have queen, knight, bishop, because you have more than 2 to 3 attacking pieces at your opponent king, then you have to start asking yourself, well, who is the defender? And then you will spot these type of moves. So the knight on f6 protects the checkmate, and the other knight is protecting the knight. So that's why bishop g4 is quite uncomfortable, quite nasty, and hard to deal a move for black. I remember taking a lot of time in this position trying to think, how can I increase my attack and who the defender is? So the idea of the bishop move was to x-ray the knight. So my opponent takes the bishop, we trade, and he makes a fire escape. He makes a fire escape for his king, trying to run, but as we know, you can't run away from chess with Mr. Ray. Another very straightforward removing defender move. And this time we are capturing the pawn. Black cannot capture the knight because of checkmate. I hope everybody see that. And if black doesn't capture, white's next move is going to be once again insisting to attack the knight. So after this, it was extremely difficult for black to play, and eventually white won the game. But this is already a lot of pressure on black's king, and he cannot just defend with one knight, which is again the main defensive piece in this position. And maybe the knight is defended 2 times, but when white adds more pressure on that knight, theme stays the same. We are focusing on removing defender, and for sure we are in a winning position here. So after this, black is completely lost because the knight, because this knight, we are capturing the idea of this check is that we are trying to take this knight out. And once again, all of what it's about is recognizing the critical defender, which stops us from winning the game. And so this was shortly a checkmate. So once again, the conclusion I would like to make is that when you are attacking in chess, please ask yourself, who is the defender in your opponent position that stops you from your goal, whether it's win material or checkmate or pawn promotion. And when you spot the defender, start doing your candidate moves towards removing that defender. In this game, the defender itself, the security guard we are talking about, after this position was a critical position here. I remember spending a lot of time in this position, having not much time on the clock, but it was very important to find the continuation of an attack. So if your opponent is a very good defensive player, he will have a defender most likely defended by another piece, by another reinforcement. So it's like security guard has another security guard. So you have to get to the second level defender, maybe even third level defender. But this position is completely winning if you focus on that concept. If you give up and say, well, I can't checkmate him because he has more than one defender, and you switch your moves to another idea, that is how you will fail your attack. So removing defender, first level defender, second level defender, it's all about determination, and you will always find a way. Thanks, everyone. Wish you all solving puzzles. It's very relevant. Removing defender custom level puzzles, as I mentioned, are available on chess.com. Everybody chooses their own level of comfort. You can choose 2,000, 2,500, 2,600. We've talked about this. If you're not sure, please shoot me a text under the comment in this video, and I'll guide you to where to find it. Thanks, everyone. As always, Chess with Mr. Ray. Stay tuned. More videos are coming out in an anticipation of the World Chess Olympiad.